Hello. Welcome to the club. I am so excited that you are a part of this community where we are going to collaborate, share our knowledge, learn from each other, have deep and meaningful conversations, and raise each other up in the process. So I can't wait to hear from you inside the club. Now, this is a short video on how to set up the app. It is a private app where we don't have to be worried about being locked out or losing each other's contacts, and you can download it as an app on your phone or your computer. Now, this is a web app, so you won't find it in any app store. You have to go to a URL, log in, and then from there, it will give you the option to download the app to your computer or to your mobile. So on your computer or your phone, you can open a web browser and type in join.theclubcommunity.com/login, and this will take you to a login page. And you must log in first before it will show you the option to download the app. Now, you can always just access the space via the URL. The reason you might want to download the app is that there is a video element inside of the app. So you might want to download it to your phone or your computer to make that easier. And you can just open up the app and start recording. And it works like any other social media where you can just open the app and doom scroll feed that actually activates you. So I really hope that also encourages people to get more involved and to check in more often when it's right there as an app on your phone or your computer. So we come here and then we log in. You log in, it will ask you for some details. Now, everybody gets a profile on the platform, and this is a great way to talk about yourself, your services, where you're at, and other people can view your profile, and you can also view other people's profiles. So you can fill out your information here, and you can also edit it later at any time by clicking on your icon. So I'm going to save the profile. It will directly take you to an explanation page of how to download the app. But you'll also see up here in the browser, there is a button that says Open in App. Now, if this disappears from your desktop, then you reactivate it by going through the URL process again. At any time that you want, you just log into the URL, you can open the app, and it will save it again on your computer. Now, if you do this on your mobile, it will actually save the app and you can go to the icon at any time. On your mobile, it will look a little bit different because it may ask you to download or save the app instead, rather than being an icon in the URL browser. Now, when you first log into the space, it will take you to the Start Here Clubhouse, and it will explain how to use the app, club rules, and you can get a free human design report. Now, each week you'll also get a recap email showing what's the latest activity in the clubhouses, but you can also manage your notifications at any time. Go to your profile icon, and here you'll see notifications, and you can choose what you want to be emailed or notified for. Now, at any time that you want to change your profile, you can just go to the icon in the left-hand corner, and you can either switch to dark mode and light mode, or you can go through the profile setup wizard, which will ask you to enter your information, your bio, any social media platforms that you want to share. And you can view your profile at any time to see what other members can also view. So here is where all of your information about your business, your life, your story, whatever you want to be visible will show up on your profile. Now you'll see on the left-hand side, these are all the different clubhouses that we have. And each one has a specific purpose so that you can be very intentional about what you want to do and where you want to go each time that you log onto the app. Each clubhouse has a Start Here tab, so you can read how the clubhouse works at any time. If it is the first time that you're logging into a clubhouse, it will take you directly to the Start Here post, and then you can go back into the clubhouse by the button in the right-hand corner. Now, in each clubhouse, the top feed is the one that shows the latest post. So if you just want to check what's new, you can just go to this feed. If you want to be specific and take action or create a post, then go into the hubs and it will show you exactly what each hub is for. Some of them will have explanation posts, and you'll also see topics across the top. And if you click one of them, it will help you search by topic. So to add a post, you just go to the cross and you will see where you can make your post. You can do a text post, a video post, or an audio post, and you can also select the topic that your post will be about. So in the offers tab, this is where we have our club kitty. This is where we invest 50% of membership to buy offers and buy workshops. You can also pitch your podcast and you can check each month who are the winners of the giveaways. Now, there is a separate video of how the club kitty works, so I won't go into more detail here, but I'll explain what the rest of the clubhouses are for. So we also have the mentor clubhouse. This is where you can get one-on-one micro mentorship from our resident mentors. Now, over time, we will select different resident mentors so you can get access to a range of diverse experts. So I highly recommend taking advantage of this each time we have a new expert in-house. Now you can click on the expert that you want mentorship from, and you can see what are the topics that they deal with, and you can create a post to ask them a specific question about your issue or your problem, or for advice or insight or solution. We have so many great mentors that offer multiple modalities, and you can ask such a range of questions. Now, each video has a 3-minute limit. This helps you to distill each video to really focus around a point, and it also helps the mentor to be really specific about helping you get insight on your next step. Now we then come to the conversation clubhouse where you can chat with other members, and we encourage everybody to share your story in the movie of your life hub. Now there is a mini course called the 10-day storytelling challenge. So I encourage you to go and have a look at that. It might help you to really mine your story and make it a mini movie. And once you've recorded it, you can actually download it from the app and go and post it on your social media platform. I want this to become a library of all of our stories, because your story just might be the insight that somebody needs to hear today. You can then see we have conversation clubhouses on a range of topics where we encourage you to go deep, be raw, be vulnerable, because conversation can be a portal. Everybody is genetically unique. So when two people get together, they are going to have unique insights or opinions or activations that no two other people on the planet can have. Just a reminder that the hub at the top of each clubhouse is where you can see the latest posts. So if you add a post directly from the feed hub, it will ask you to choose which topic. But if you go into each of the hubs, then it will just directly create the post. Now in the club exchange house, this is where you can swap services, you can post your freebie or your lead generation tool, you can offer services in exchange for testimonies. So this is especially useful if you are still building up your reputation. You can also find social media hype buddies, or you might do many other types of swaps. This was one of the reasons why we made it an invite-only club, so that it can be safe for you to collaborate with other members. And members can also post their own events here that they might be having off the platform. So you might come in on a Thursday afternoon with nothing to do and see if anybody is actually hosting something that evening. And then we come to the Master Club Hub, where you can learn from other members. Now, each month we create a monthly masterclass calendar. You can see all the events that are coming up on this little calendar icon, and it will show you who's presenting at what time, and you can also go and reserve your seat. So this is where you'll find the calendar for upcoming masterclass events, and also all previous recorded masterclass events. So if you ever want to ask a question about a recorded masterclass, you can also come in here and post a question to the mentor. And as the club grows, we will also be asking members to contribute their courses, which will come in the course vault. So currently you will get my courses. So you'll have the 10-day storytelling challenge, which I highly recommend doing before you post the movie of your life. You can also get my dysfunctional business niche startup activation course, which helps you to get out of dysfunctional burnout, understand which are your gifts, and then turn it into your business niche. And there's an element of human design in there as well. And you can also get my Find Your Fuck Queen Flow course, which is about how to activate the inner guru. So when you go inside a course, you can log in and enroll in any of these courses. And as we grow, we will be constantly collecting more masterclass recordings and courses. So I encourage you to come once a week and see what recorded masterclasses are up here. You can throw them on like a podcast and activate yourself, or see some new insight. There will be constantly new information coming in here. And of course, like in all the clubhouses, at the very top, you can see whatever is the latest new content. So you can see how much fun that we are going to have in the club. And that is just a quick little tour of all the different clubhouses. If you have any questions, you can chat with us. Go to the conversation clubhouse, and down the bottom, you will see messages. And this is where you can DM us, or you can also DM any other members that maybe you're having a good connection with, and we can reply here. Or you can email us at hey@ jointhecommunity.com. Take your time exploring the clubhouses. It might be a lot all at once, so go little by little and really explore what each one is about so you can maximize and get the most out of them. We really want this to be a community that everybody checks in regularly and becomes a supportive, fun, safe home and community and club and collaborative environment for everybody to be a part of. Now, if you're not sure where to start, I recommend starting with the Conversation Club, reading some of other people's stories and posting your own, or to go and post your offer and your workshop so we can get you into the Kitty Club and everybody can also see what you have to offer. So I can't wait to hear your story, learn from you, hear all about your expertise, and collaborate inside of the club.